I'm definitely doing the hero story for sure, the entire hero story, and probably the villain story too, the Babylon story. But yeah, this is the camera I've been using for 𝘚𝘵𝘴 and documenting the inevitable human resources part 2. So if you pick up a higher quality of image, that's why. So Sonic Riders, I don't know why I'm doing all these Sonic games. It's not like I'm a big Sonic fan. It's just kind of coincidence that I'm doing Sonic the Fighters, Sonic R, now Sonic Riders. But yeah, we're also going to be doing Mario games and all that stuff soon too. I have lots of things coming. There's almost endless choices when it comes to games. I want to do Pac-Man World 2, a full run playthrough of that. I don't exactly know if I'm going to put this under Documenting the Inevitable or just its own gameplay. I'm not sure yet, but I mean, I'll figure it out later. Alright. So as you can see, my main account has 200 hours of... here. 200 hours of playtime, so it's not like I'm a novice at this game. Try to get it back to exactly how it was. So I could probably delete this save right here. I'm actually I'm just gonna start a new game. Alright, so we have nothing unlocked. Of course, on my main account I have every single item unlocked. Every character, every stage, everything. So this game was a large part of my childhood. Probably very few Sonic Rider players better than yours truly. Since I have this tripod kind of set up on, I'm not hunching over and all that stuff. But I am in somewhat distress with, well, I'm not going to go into that, but I am distressed right now, so that might affect my performance. So we're going to do just to prove to you that this is a brand new file. I have already done that, I've already proved it to you, but nothing unlocked here at all. We don't have any other stages, all the characters not done. I'm just checking to make sure the picture is good. Okay, story mode. Heroes. I enjoy on this game the captions are automatically on. You don't have to turn them on in settings or anything. I'm actually gonna skip all the cutscenes because I've already seen them and I don't want any sort of copyright. I don't want any reason for anyone at YouTube or Sega or anywhere to butt into this video because I don't need this channel getting any attention. So yeah. If you want to see the cutscenes, I'm sure there's someone on YouTube who has just all the cutscenes, but we're just going to be focusing on the gameplay. I try not to turn on the, yeah, see, look at that. 0.001. Again, I haven't played this in probably 4, 5, 6 months, and that's just because I'm so great at this game. So I'm probably not going to fail. Well, I just failed there. I'm probably not going to fail once in this entire series because I mean, yours truly is just phenomenal at Sonic Riders. Every single GameCube game I own is just, I'm unmatched. My performance there. I forgot that you're not supposed to jump at that location, but as I was saying, I turned down the volume on the TV very heavily, so if you can't hear the TV quite as well, then I apologize. But it is what it is. So the best, I hope you can hear me, because that's what I'm really focused on, is if you can hear me. Yeah, but the best route for this is not necessarily speed type. It's the power shortcut is the preferred shortcut. That's the fastest route. So I usually use Wave in this game, and then I use the air broom so that she can grind. And that's 9 out of 10 times that's the setup I use. So yeah. Other than that, I like 𝘚𝘵𝘴 is also 𝘚𝘵𝘴 isn't in very many games. She's in the Sega All-Stars Tennis game too, but she's also in this game as an unlockable character. But yeah, I enjoy playing as her from time to time too. But as I said, 9 out of 10 times I play as Wave. That was just, oh god, that was a Sonic R error moment there. That would never happen. Oh my god, what is going on? That has never happened in recent history. I hope this is not like a Sonic the Fighter Sonic R situation where I just make error after error and make a complete ass of myself. This is just... oh my lord, I'm making so many errors. I hope this is not a repeat of the last... I'm looking through the viewfinder here, and I just want to make sure you get the best, supremest, most exquisite picture. Crystal clear quality. But as I'm saying, I keep on making small errors that would never happen. I usually do these superbly. But of course I have to factor in I'm talking while I'm thinking, which is never a good idea, and I'm also in distress. So again, we're going to be skipping all the cutscenes. Just focusing on the content here. If this was like Thousand Year Door, I wouldn't be going through all the text, because Thousand Year Door is a masterpiece and needs to be seen. But Sonic Riders is, while it's still a very good game, it's not Thousand Year Door levels of good. So this right here probably has one of the easiest, well, never mind. Wind, so one of the major complaints I have about this game is the wind. Because 9 out of 10 times, wind is terrible. You don't want to get in wind, it traps you. You can't, it's, you know, you have to go the direction the wind goes. And it's very difficult to get out of the wind because you have to pretty much use a tornado move and use up your wind. And yeah, it's just, it's not good to be in wind. Unless you're like super... that was a terrible trick, by the way, how I didn't land it. So we're going to try this again. There we go. See, I was in the wind last time at this area, that's why I missed that second one. I keep on making errors. That seems to be a trend with the gameplay. So the grind on the Babylon version of this course is the most busted, overpowered shortcut in the entire game. So I was watching Downton Abbey earlier before I made this video. It's the episode where Lady Edith almost gets engaged to her Bertie, the Marquess of Haxham, I think. But Mary has to go and be, you know, a diva and upset Lady Edith. Edith is definitely my favorite character in Downton Abbey, and she keeps on getting the short end of the stick in every single situation. She's always sad about it, and yeah, Lady Edith deserves better than she gets in Downton Abbey. I'm a lot further back now, so if I seem like I'm far away and don't sound as clear, that's why. Unbelievable. So usually when I do this, Storm is like in 6th or 7th when the game is actually completed. So he's supposed to be obviously not that far behind. He's supposed to be better than the other AI. Like he's, you know, right now he's supposed to be kind of on par with you the entire time. I forgot how slow Knuckles was. I mean, I can definitely feel it's probably because I'm level 1. He's also, oh man, that was close there. This has probably been the best Sonic Anniversary game, because this was the 15-year Sonic Anniversary game. And then it was Sonic 06, which was a massive failure, and Sonic Forces, which is also a massive failure. Sega needs to have new management. Did I just... What the hell just happened there? That was a bonehead move. As I was saying, Sega needs new management, because they haven't made a good game since Sonic Team Racing, and Sonic Team Racing is just, you know, an okay game. But it's leaps and bounds better with the content they're pushing out. They keep on firing the good voice actors, they're making terrible decisions, they don't know how to do things. This era of Sonic right here, this early 2000s, was the best era. And late 90s because of Sonic Adventure 1, which I could do a gameplay video on. That's a very good game. I actually have the manual for all the, okay, I didn't get any wind there. I did around in the circle and everything, I didn't get any wind there. I don't know what that was about. As you can see on the mini-map up here in the, you know, it'll be over here. I'm leaps and bounds ahead of everyone. So, what was I saying? I know I was saying something. I guess I'm gonna have to leave it. So going on that jump right there is actually a waste of time, and it cuts down, the risk is just, I mean, it's not risky at all, but it's a downgrade. It's not faster. It'd be faster to just go through it and not jump. Well, I tried to get that last one. I've gotten this shortcut all 3 times, which isn't... I'm barely getting any wind on the right here. I don't remember that happening. I'm about to lap this guy. Not quite. Just barely didn't lap him. I would if I had wind from the thing that I should have had wind from, but I digress. Very surprising that Storm actually got second. Usually he's in like 7th or 6th, in my experience at least. The last time I did a run through of this, the final battle on Babylon's side with the Dark Moon, or not Dark Moon, the Dark Ruin, Tails actually beat Jet, and Jet usually is a shoo-in for 2nd place. And Tails and Knuckles kind of just do their own thing. But yeah, I was pretty surprised by that. That was not as good as it could have been, but it's also not as bad as it could have been, so I'm gonna take my victory. So Grind is my favorite. Flying is probably the best in terms of getting wind and shortcuts and everything like that over time. So oh, I missed it. Yep. So the golden capsule here is, yeah. There we go. But you can also get it from missing that second flying thing, which is what I was trying to do, but I just... What the hell? Again, I'm usually using the grind rails. It's very crucial to get that high jump on that last one, because that's probably one of the best shortcuts in the entire game. Of course, when the wind actually is useful, it always disappears. Because doing sharp corners like that, it's better just going to the wind and ride the wind. It braked me instead of drifting. Yeah, see now I can't even go on it because you have to do a tornado to get out of the wind, and that takes up so much air. And the wind is just a stupid implement. And since I fell off, I don't even get to keep my level 3. So if I lose to Wave here, that'll be embarrassing because I have not lost to anyone in this game in a long time, since I was 7 or 8. I don't think yeah, she got it. Well, I'm definitely going to beat Wave. I'm just too close to her to not lose. I mean, to not win. That was a really good jump. So it's going to shoot me out in front of her right here, so I got to turn. Yep. See, I can accurately calculate. Okay, what the hell am I doing? I'm going to go for the guaranteed approach. I'm not going to risk it. So I might do Mario Party 5 next as my... I really need to not... Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I need to make sure I get that. Okay. I did that a little earlier than I usually would. Because you can be a little liberal with how early you stop when you're at level 3, but I just didn't want to mess up there. I wanted to ensure my fate. Yeah, so Wave is usually... she's probably the hardest one. Yeah, the Jet is kind of either hit or miss, but Wave is probably the hardest one in my experience to beat. She's not hard, like, at all, but she's slightly challenging, I guess I should say. So this really sucks here because having glide on this course is almost shoe-in for victory, and you really have to kind of work for it when you don't just use that. Yeah, I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So this on the right here, that flying shortcut, because immediately I was about to say, the wind, from whoever lands first there, the wind will immediately pick up, so that flying thing is just busted. What the hell? I have never once done that. It's because I don't know what it is. Every time I make a gameplay video, I always play way worse than I always do. I can never just accurately portray my skills for once. I very rarely ever get this item, the speed up. So sometimes you push R to drift and it just doesn't, it does the brake instead of the drift. It's usually never this close. I'm usually like half the course ahead by now. It's because I messed up on the... I pretty much just need enough to not... Because this jump is going to give me a whole bunch. I need to make sure I don't go in this wind there. So yeah, the grind is actually slightly worse than... Well, so I think the fastest route here for if you're not gliding is just to go on the bottom and boost up. Because that ramp, if you go off that ramp, it just takes a lot of, like, unnecessary, because the end result is the same. You're not going to make that jump just by boosting. See, now, look, I'm so far ahead from now because I did the fastest route. I missed the thing. That never happens. Again, I'm making so many errors, I don't know why I always do that. So he's gonna be in front of me, which means he's... Alright. trying to make an ass of myself here. There we go. Okay, so victory is assured at this point. It was looking kind of dodgy there for a second. Alright. Yeah, so you kind of give some leeway on the Sand Ruins course, because even if Jet's in front of you, the cutscene will still happen before you cross the finish line. So as long as Jet hasn't crossed the finish line, I was safe there. So you're missing all the plot and lore and everything here, but again, just look it up if you're really dying to see it. Well, if you notice, Sonic has a new board now, and if you watch that cutscene, then you'll know why. How that? What? I've never in my life done so poorly in a story playthrough. I mean, I did better when I was like 12 years old playing this. I don't know why I mean, I know why. It's because I have the curse of the camera. Every time it's being filmed, I always do worse than usual. So it's very important to be the first one off here because, well, I was trying to hug the wall there. Is Jet even... yeah, Jet's... it's hard to tell. Okay, this is... yeah, that's very dangerous, that corner when it's wind, because they always... almost always it gets cut off right before... no, I didn't want to do that. So, what was I saying? I need to level up is what needs to happen. Okay. Every time I try to get into wind, it never lets me in. I'm always just forced into it. See, it's always... that shortcut's one of the best in the game. And it's just, it's slightly hard to get because there's always wind already up there if you're not in first. So being first in Babylon Garden is definitely... you get an edge off of everyone. I wish they didn't put that right there. I mean, that's stupid. I've never done that before, but of course, since I'm... okay, if I lose on Babylon Garden is my course. Of course, I'm not doing the you know, the right character and everything to my preferences, but that shouldn't really affect me that much. See, I'm still not at level 2 yet. That's why I'm not in first. It really needs to put me out first. See, it immediately... it's like the first time in forever I have not gone on that shortcut. I don't know why I'm doing so horribly. I shouldn't have done that. Yep, I just lost. Good lord, I've never fucking lost that in my entire life. And I'd lost, like, by that much, too. If I didn't boost, I would have won. So that was embarrassing. I have not lost Babylon Garden since I was probably 9 years old. So, of course, the one time I film it, I lose. And everyone thinks I'm an asshat. That's just fantastic. What the hell? I've never once done that in my life. Of course, my worst is other people's absolute best at this game. So it's not like again, I'm ashamed of my performance here. Why the hell did that... Again, I have never once fallen off this incredibly huge wind. This is just embarrassing. I feel sorry for whoever has to look at this. Every single time. I mean, I played this morning. Finally, that was risky there. If I wasn't such a skilled player, that would have been disastrous. You see, I went from 4th to 2nd just from that. I really need to get out ahead so I can... what I really need to do is level up. Because I was level 1 the entire time last time. I also would have... Because every time you level up, you get speed increases, you get more wind, and your boost goes further. So I definitely need... all the coins are already taken by the time I get to them. Also, this is not hard at all. I'm only losing because I don't know what's going on. I've never lost Babylon Garden. This is not challenging in the slightest. How I've been in 3rd this entire time is beyond me. Also, Jet's not the one that won last time. It was one of his robots. What the hell? This is just bullshit. Of course, why is there no... That wind would have chucked me right off the thing. Okay, can I freaking level up, please? Finally. So as long as no, weird-ass things happen, I've secured my fate as 1st place. That took an extra few frames than it usually does. What? Oh, when you spin around the controller like this, I tore off the cover of my GameCube controller, which is fantastic because GameCube controllers are like 60 bucks on eBay. Gonna get a blister now. Good lord, I don't know why I'm always in 1st here. This is just pitiful performance. Okay, it's gonna launch me out right here. That was just pathetic. That was not an accurate portrayal of my skills. That was a pathetic performance, and I'm embarrassed. And let's just get past it. Pretend that 1st race didn't happen. That 2nd race was also terrible. I'm just stupid. So that was the first, can I not skip this? Okay. So that was the first, what was I talking about? Yeah, that was the first story. Pretty easy, pretty fast. I say pretty easy like I didn't just freaking lose. Yeah, but all the stuff we unlocked, you get for unlocking that is, obviously you get Cream, Shadow, and Rouge. And you also get Babylon Garden in the stage. And I think you get Blue Star too, yeah. And Darkness, which is Shadow's default. I always use... where is it? I use this board as Shadow's default board. Because I don't like him... I don't know why they gave Shadow shoes. I mean, I understand why. It's because Sonic Adventure 2 came out before this. And they made a big deal about Shadow being the ultimate life form and him using his light-up sneakers, essentially, to zoom around everywhere. But, yeah, enough of that. We're going to do the Babylon story. Which is slightly harder. So now you're playing as Jet, Wave, and Storm, as we're playing as, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles last time, so now it's, yeah. This is, probably my least favorite course in the entire game, Night Chase. I can't get into it. I don't know why. I mean, I like the appeal of it. I like the city at night aesthetic. That was a terrible performance. So I just sneezed on Wave, which is not, you know, it doesn't matter if, because it'd be like me playing as Sonic and having Tails and Knuckles on my team against Jet, since Wave and Storm are on, you know, Jet's quote unquote team. But they just count as computer players. They don't help you. Well, okay. So the capsule's on the right there. So I just need to make sure not to fall off, essentially. So I don't exactly know why Dr. Eggman is not a flying type. Okay, what? Well, what the hell just happened there? Well, the train was coming, which means I would have to take the hit either way. But I don't know. That was weird. Again, I'm doing so poorly. I just realized I have a big ass mosquito mark on my elbow. I mean, it's the size of a quarter. Which on yours truly's very thin, 117 pound, 6'2" male body is a pretty big deal. I'm third place for. What the hell? I did not hit that. There we go. That's always my favorite item in the battle mode, which I very scarcely play, but... What the hell? That car came out of nowhere. Okay, there we go. So yeah, your level 3 is definitely... gives you a huge edge. Alright. So Wave definitely got crapped on in the last lap there. I hope the contrast and the colors and everything is working well. Seems like it's a little too bright through the viewfinder.
I get it, okay? It just floats, and that's good enough.
So again, the grind... It's almost pretty bad. Okay, the grind, right here, which I can't do, unfortunately, because I'm playing this Wave without the... What the hell? That never... What? Of course, I messed up the... Not that grind, the grind that's, up here a ways. Yeah, I cannot believe that. That was a... I made a goof there. This grind right here. That's the most busted grind in the entire game. I'm making an ass of myself thinking that's the... What the hell? The game, like... It, like, froze when I was charging up for the... And it made me... That was weird. Forgot what side it was on, like a moron. That was almost really bad. Again, I'm doing so terribly. I'm making so many personal errors, and it's just outrageous. I mean, I can't remember the last time I played story mode and wasn't winning by like a whole lot. I mean, I've never been like third or second. That guy about derailed my entire... He ran into me. So not much is happening in this race. I'm just kind of trying to win as fast as possible so I can go on to the next race. This is actually my second favorite course besides Sega Carnival, obviously. And then Illusion's just kind of... Sega Illusion, it's pretty much Disney World and then Disney World at night is what I'm talking about here. But Sega Carnival and Sega Illusion are very good courses. Digital Dimension is my brother's favorite course. I can take it or leave it, I don't exactly care for it. Yeah, Red Canyon is definitely one of, if not my favorite track. It's my favorite bass track. So this course right here is yeah, it's pretty much only good if you're playing as a power character. Otherwise, it's like it's a pretty hellish experience to... I can never get behind Storm. I mean, his board, I like his board. Man, this is like... I very rarely ever play as power characters. If ever. I think Knuckles is probably the only power character I'll ever play in this game. As 𝘚𝘵𝘴 and 𝑰𝑰 just don't really do anything to me. And Eggman is kind of just, you have to play as a, what the hell? Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, Eggman, you have to be using a like a sit-in cart. That should have been next. That was an SS, not an X. Yeah, if you look at these moves every time I come down from doing all the tricks in the air, it's always like stylish melon. It's just a bunch of nonsense, and I can never figure out why. I think it's just poorly translated from Japan. But yeah. This is the second time I failed that thing. It is kind of, it's fairly difficult to get because it's right behind that big pillar that you can't get through. So you have to like really kind of drift in there and then pull out. That should not have landed. Oh, oh, that was almost real bad. Would have lost my level 3. It doesn't really matter, I'm so far ahead of everyone. Well, I missed it completely that time. It was the first one, not the second one. So that's very, not usual that I missed the golden capsule. So I've been thinking about... Oh, well, of course I run out of wind right before I need it. Doesn't exactly matter. I'm like a minute and a half in front of everyone. Or maybe just a minute. I don't think a minute and a half. I didn't think it was that short. But whatever. One time, 4 of these people right here tied within a millisecond. So it'd be 35, it'd be like 35, it'd be 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, etc. It was pretty amusing to see. But yeah, Pac-Man World 2, I haven't played that game in forever, and I could definitely do another playthrough of that. So I think I might do another file on that, and that could be my next gameplay video. So that sounds pretty fun, actually. That game is so just like relaxing and real carefree. And I have 100% of the first 7 or 8 levels. I have all the packed dots, all the fruit, all the, everything from the first 8 levels. Tokens, everything. And I was going to do that for the rest of the game, but I just had other things to attend to in life at that time. But yeah. Continue. Oh, I'm looking at my, like, huge-ass mosquito bite. It's unreal how huge this bite is. It takes up like half my arm since my arm is so thin and slender. It's like there's a silver dollar on my, or half quarter, half. I sound like a moron. I know what all these things are, just I can't make the connection when I'm filming. So I have a sudden dementia. What was I saying? $half. You know, the Kennedy $half. That's about how big the bite is. That was just shit. I'm ashamed of my performance there. And just ashamed of this. I mean, this is a really crappy playthrough. I mean, nowhere near my actual portrayal. Still, to this day. I mean, the only game I've done where I've accurately portrayed how I am is like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. Because my Black Ops 3, I always choke because I'm filming and it's not an accurate portrayal. This game, Sonic Riders and Sonic the Fighters and Sonic R, so I can't seem to get it right with the GameCube games. Of course, when no one's looking and there's no camera, there we go. Of course, again, my quote-unquote terrible as everyone else's, like, gold record, perfect performance. So I don't really know what I'm complaining about, but it's just not good that, usually I'm like a TAS speedrun robot at these games. I mean, you can't tell the difference between me and one of them if you put them side by side, but now it just looks like I'm some ordinary person playing this game, and I'm no ordinary person, just in general and when it comes to the games I own in my possession. I'm also missing all the coins. I never miss any. It's like Sonic R. I always hit every single coin. So that was fairly easy. Alright. I do like Jet's character. I wish he was in more Sonic games, but since a bunch of, like, baboons work at Sega and don't make good decisions, they never put Jet in any games. If you watch the Snap Cube episode of this and Sonic Adventure 2, and they've also done Sonic 06, or Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's commonly referred to as Sonic 06. That was really bad. Is it just me? And yeah, I was about to say. I was wondering where Sonic was for a second, because I didn't see him in the front. It's not a good idea to... You actually have to go in their wind here, yeah, to do that. To get the, whatever, it's too late now. So this is kind of the only place where you need wind to progress. Knuckles went up there with Tails in the flying category, so I don't know what he's doing up there for. This course is definitely in my top 4 or 3. That was... Well, I usually do that because I have wave and then either, you know, grinder or air broom. So that's why that's why I did that. That shaves off like, what? I ran right into that wind and didn't pick me up. So I'm doing very poorly right now. I'm in 3rd, which is just unacceptable. What the hell? I got that. I pushed it. Oh my god. I don't... Okay, this is just going really... This is dog shit, okay? I never do this terribly. I don't know what is going on. I don't know why I didn't take that grind. It's not... Yeah, but what the hell? It didn't put me through with... Okay, this is just bullshit. I'm gonna have to do this. I have never once in my life had to redo a story mission. I aced them. I should be right down here, okay? At this point. I mean, I know it's hard for you to believe that, but that's usually how it is. 99% of the time, that's how it is. I run right into the wind, it doesn't even put me in the wind. The wind never works. Okay, it worked there when I was trying to go for the pit stop, of course. I did it again! I'm pushing the right button. I've been playing this game since I was, you know, 4. It's just retarded. Well, I've already lost, so there's really no point in continuing to go. This is pathetic. This is like how you film someone who's never played this game before. Retarded. Yeah, okay. So this should be an easy victory now that I have the level 3. Okay, that was my fault there, because I was trying to boost into Sonic and I wasn't paying attention. What the hell? I'm level 1 now. Sonic's being a douchebag. He boosted into me out of spite. And I'm at level 1 again. So, that's just fantastic. Went the wrong way. I could have done a backflip there for the X rank, but I don't really need it. I'm not doing the preferred path here. Yeah, I need to get every coin I can. This is just retarded. I've never had Sonic boost into me from behind. Right after, like, I landed before. It's also right behind me again. Not what I needed. I need coins. Alright, I just need one. Okay. So I should be able to beat Sonic now. I'd have to really choke to lose here. It's usually never this close. Sonic's usually like where Knuckles is at right now. Or whoever else is in second. It's never this close. That goes for every single race I've done. Alright. We're at half battery left. Tails beat Sonic, that's surprising. Right at the end there. Serves him right, he was being a douche the entire time.
Newsflash. A mysterious airport.
Yeah, so Sky Road is terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not good. I mean, I'm glad I'm being wave. I could have done a flip there. I did the wrong thing there. I missed every single coin. I knew that would happen. Why? I was in first. How did everyone pass me? I can't glide. Yeah, that was terrible on my part. I shouldn't have boosted so much. And of course, it launches me off right after the pit. That's like the Secret Rings minigame where they get launched at the, you know, the board. That game is so janky and it's like Heavy Rain. It's the Heavy Rain of party video games. Wii Party is surprisingly good, and Wii Party U is also surprisingly good. Again, I never make any errors like this. What the hell? Again, I'm making so many personal errors here, it's insane how many personal errors I'm making. This is just dog shit. This is a terrible performance by yours truly. Just much like anything I do when I'm trying to impress anyone. It's always terrible. What the hell? I pushed it. I let go exactly when I was going to. What the hell? Level 1 again. Which means I just lost, so I should probably restart now. Yep. Shit. That was a bullshit performance. I'm so ashamed and embarrassed of my performance. This is terrible. Finally, Lord. Didn't make it. course I didn't. And I can't even do the collide yet because I'm in first. You suffer from success here. Yeah, that flight there is one of the most busted in the game. Finally. I clipped through the floor on that one. That was retarded. No, I don't want. Okay. You don't have enough time to charge up for that. So 𝘚𝘵𝘴 is in. That was almost really bad. Knuckles still beat me. How is he ahead of me? He didn't get up top here. This is just stupid. Sky Road is not hard. This game is not hard. I'm just choking right now. Oh my god. Well, Knuckles is gonna get that again. He's gonna win. We'll level 1 again, which means I just lost. Knuckles seems like an odd person to be in second. Usually he's kind of towards... I mean, he's not a bad player, but he's usually towards the middle than the front. See, Tails was in second last time, now he got last. I know that they're just AI and there's no real tier list or anything when it comes to AI characters, but it's fun to predict and imagine. Alright, so this is almost over. That was a terrible start. So it doesn't really matter who... If I had access, I would have just... So yeah, it doesn't really matter what place you are in this one as long as you're the one who hits the... Well, I would have had it. And you pretty much have to do it yourself, because if you wait for other people to do it, you'll be sitting here for probably, no joke, about half an hour waiting for them to do it. I mean, the AI can just never do it. Again, I should already have it by now, but seeing as how nothing is going good on this playthrough, and they never do, so why should today be any different? Okay, finally, good lord. Yeah, I know how to turn. I've been playing this game for longer than... Lord. So again, I should already be... He should already have 2 hearts missing by now. I mean, I can kill this guy in like 2 minutes. Okay, finally, good lord. Jet came out of nowhere. I need coins is what I need. I'm in still level 1, surprisingly. Missed the capsule. Fantastic. Jet, he's making me waste my boosts over and over again. At least it's good that Jet is in second and not some weird character like Amy or Storm. It's actually like paying attention to who's actually, you know, supposed to be the best. Okay, get it. I've dunked on Jet like 3 times. Ah. Again, if I was any level besides 1, he'd already be dead by now. But since there's no coins anywhere... Yeah, I don't even think there's any coins on the map. Oh my lord. I have never in my life had this much trouble with this. What's Amy doing here? This is just retarded. 3.5 minutes is... I'd be making fun of whoever did this poorly. I mean, there's no excuse to do this hard. It's just bullshit. Yeah, and if I was a flying character, I would have already won in under a minute. Definitely. Finally. Of course, I don't have any... The one time I don't have any wind. And I'm immediately out again. This is retarded. I have never in my life done this terribly. Oh my god. I mean, when no one's around to do this, I go freaking god mode and you know, beat the computer in speedruns in this game. And I put up a terrible showing. I don't have enough boost to boost up there. This is retarded. My battery's flickering red, so I'm probably gonna lose all the footage. Lord. This is shit, dude. I mean, I'd be physically hitting the person who does this terribly, because they deserve to be doing this terribly. They deserve it if they're doing this terribly. I'd definitely be making fun of them. I might be kicking them. I'm definitely punching them already. Finally, good lord. So, no one's behind me. Jet has fallen down to 3rd place and Wave is bringing up 4th. I don't think Storm's been in anything but last this entire time. That was terrible. 5 minutes total, almost 6 minutes total. I can beat this in sub-minute 45. That was retarded. That should not have lasted that long. Under no circumstances ever. So that was the Babylon story. So I did both stories are completed. So that's the entire game right there. And then of course you have Digital Dimension. All the characters are unlocked. We have Eggman for unlocking the... Or not all the characters, but you understand what I'm getting at here. So I'll do one race of oh wait, I gotta log out. I gotta go back into... Yeah, I'll do one race on my main account. Alright, we have all the characters unlocked now. We have Knights, 𝘚𝘵𝘴, 𝘚𝘵𝘳𝘴, R and G. You need to play this game for 50 hours or more to unlock 𝘚𝘳𝘴, which means you can just keep your console on overnight, since GameCubes are good for that. We're going to be using Knights just because I have her unlocked with the... I like the Super Hang-On. We're going to do the Super Hang-On. The music is phenomenal. There. There we go. Again, it's blinking red, so I might just get cut off here. I didn't make it. I like using the grind on this one, but I wanted to use the Super Hang-On. So I managed to get out of the wind there, but that usually very seldomly ever happens. Again, I'm somehow not in first. The music stopped there for a second. Again, didn't make it on that. Retarded. So yeah, this course Sega Carnival is definitely the best in the game. I wish Knuckles did that, because Knuckles can glide in Sonic 3 and many other games where Knuckles is in there. And Sonic the Fighters even has it as one of his moves, but when Knuckles goes through the flying things, he doesn't go on his glide animation, probably because Knuckles is not a fly type. But I kind of wish I had the grind on, because then I could, well, I missed the... Again, that never happens. Because if I had the grinder, or an air broom, I could... Okay, finally, I could guarantee get on the top floor every time. You really gotta hug the wall for maximum speed. You have to almost touch it. Alright, so this has been Sonic Riders. Yep, the entire, both stories and Sega Carnival. So, that about does it. I like the colors we have going on here. It's a lot of reds and pinks and purples. No greens or any, like, harsh colors. It's all... That's nice how it's all like reds and pinks and purples. But, yep. This has been Sonic Riders documenting the inevitable. Bye-bye.